A woman is weak. She is delicate. She cannot handle harsh situations. The only thing she knows is to cry. If you are someone who thinks being soft, delicate, and crying makes a woman weak, then you must hear the story of Shakuntala. The story of Shakuntala and King Dushyant marks the beginning of the Hindu epic Mahabharata. Once there was a king named Vishwamitra. Though he was born a Kshatriya, he was fascinated by the powers of rishis and sages. So, one fine day, he left everything and went to the forest to perform complicated austerities to become a sage. Seeing the dedication and intensity of Vishwamitra's austerities, Lord Indra was scared. If Vishwamitra achieves what he wants, Lord Indra's supremacy will be in danger. So he played a game with Vishwamitra. To break his sadhana, he sent one of his honey trap agents, Menaka, and Apsara, to seduce Vishwamitra. And guess what? Menaka was successful. And they bore a girl child. Suddenly, Vishwamitra became very angry because he realized that all his austerities had become a waste now. So he abandoned his daughter and Menaka. But it was time for Menaka to go back to the heaven. So she left her daughter on the banks of river Malini. There, the Shakun birds saw the girl child and protected her from the wild animals. One day, sage Kanva was passing by the river Malini and he saw Shakun birds protecting a girl child. He took her to the ashram and raised her. Since the girl child was protected by Shakun birds, she was named Shakuntala. A few years passed. Once, the king of Hastinapur, King Dushyant, went into the forest for hunting and shot a male stag. But the stag managed to run away. So, King Dushyant chased the stag and found it in the hands of a beautiful young lady who was nursing her pet stag. This beautiful lady was none other than Shakuntala. King Dushyant and Shakuntala saw each other and instantly fell in love. I guess love at first sight was a thing even then. What do you think? King Dushyant asked sage Kanva for Shakuntala's hands in marriage. He agreed and they both got married. The couple spent the night together and King Dushyant left the next morning as he had to assist his soldiers. Shakuntala was sad, but King Dushyant gave her a precious ring as his remembrance and promised her that he would come back in a few days. So, did he come back? Unfortunately, Shakuntala's wait was longer than we could expect. Though Shakuntala awaited the return of the king Dushyant, but someone else came before him. Do you know who it was? It was the angry and terrifying sage Durvasa. Sage Durvasa was known for his curses. He visited sage Kanva's ashram. All the greetings were going fine until he met Shakuntala. Sage Durvasa addressed Shakuntala, but she didn't respond as she was daydreaming and was in a different world. Sage Durvasa felt humiliated and insulted. So he cursed Shakuntala that whoever is holding your attention right now, may he forget you forever. Shakuntala's world crumbled as soon as she heard the curse. She came to her senses and started weeping. But do you think that the curse will work? Let's find out. Everyone in the ashram started explaining to sage Durvasa that Shakuntala was waiting for her husband, so she was daydreaming. So please forgive her. The people in the ashram offered sage Durvasa a very good hospitality which satisfied and cooled him. So he corrected his curse. He said that the king will forget you, but when you show something that reminds him of you, he will remember everything. Shakuntala was relieved. As days passed, Shakuntala became pregnant and she delivered a baby boy named Bharata. Sage Kanva told Shakuntala it's time to let King Dushyant know about his son. So she headed towards King Dushyant's kingdom, Hastinapur, along with his boy and the only remembrance of the king, the precious ring. But the universe had other plans for her. Did King Dushyant remember Shakuntala? What do you think? While Shakuntala was crossing the river on a boat, her ring fell into the water and she didn't realize. Finally, when she saw King Dushyant, she was over the clouds, thrilled, but it lasted for just a few moments because King Dushyant didn't recognize Shakuntala. The curse was working. King Dushyant asked Shakuntala, "Who are you?" Shakuntala was shocked, but she answered, "I'm your wife, Shakuntala, and this is your son, Bharata." King Dushyant became very angry. He scolded her and threw her out of his palace. Shakuntala was very innocent for this world, but she had to face the harsh reality of the society. So she decided to raise her child all alone. But the universe is also generous to brave hearts like Shakuntala. After a few days, a fisherman found the ring in the river while fishing. As the ring looked very expensive, he thought it belonged to the king. So he went to return the ring to King Dushyant. As soon as King Dushyant saw the ring, he remembered everything about Shakuntala. He immediately went to the forest in search of Shakuntala. When he reached Sage Kanva's ashram, he saw a boy who opened lion's mouth and was counting his teeth. The king was surprised and asked the boy, "Who are you?" The king answered, "I am the son of King Dushyant." Sage Kanva and Shakuntala finally met King Dushyant. Shakuntala introduced their son Bharata to King Dushyant and explained everything that happened. Finally, Shakuntala and Bharata were reunited with King Dushyant. Shakuntala is like any other woman, like you and me. In our day-to-day lives, we face so many hardships, be that at home, workplace, or outside. We overcome them all with grace and strength. So, my dear beautiful woman, next time when someone calls you weak, share the story of Shakuntala and tell them that a woman can be naive, delicate, soft, innocent, but when she faces hardships in her life, she fights with all her strength, sometimes more, just like Shakuntala. Strength is never gender specific. So think twice before saying women are weak. But how is this the beginning of Mahabharata? If you want to know, stay tuned to the sacred chapters. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to the sacred chapter.